Now then, I'm Margaret Ann Windsor. This is my dad, Edward VIII. I just put up a video you need to watch. It's going up on Facebook and up on YouTube. This is the illegal Elizabeth II. This is Wallis Simpson, who never married my father. She married a double. And all of it was lies made up to take down my father. This is my dad, Edward VIII. This is the imposter with the American Spy. Oh, I show Hustler magazine because they endorsed me, and I was out at Larry Flint's in the campaign in '83. I'd written about Congressman Dr. Larry McDonald from Atlanta, whose plane went down August the 31st of '83. The KAL Russian jet shot it down, and I had written about the crimes, some of the crimes surrounding Congressman McDonald. So supposedly he went down, and I got in that campaign and was flown out to Mr. Flint's. It was then, right about that time, I started finding out about my kidnapping and who my father is and my mom. And it made sense. I started remembering things. And then later, Annie Carter, Dempsey Carter, after I had a car furnished by Hustler magazine, and this article in the paper, she was afraid it was all going to be told anyway, so she confessed it, the murder of the twins, and that her mother, which would be the twins' grandmother, got the family together and they formed to cover up because Lina, the mother of the twins who killed them, would face a gas chamber. Now then, I want to go to this. The Watergate tapes. After I was almost killed, antifreeze, April Fool Day of '80, after doing the book and a letter from the FBI, this happened. I was stuffed in a car, taken by Lina Dempsey back to Huntsville, Alabama. A couple of months later, or a month and a half so later, I worked for the district attorney, Fred Simpson. And it's like clues to my identity. Simpson was the name of the Madison County district attorney in Huntsville. And Simpson is the name of the woman spy who was supposed to marry my father. And she took him down, helped take him down. The real Edward VIII, she never married. Now then, Warren, I lived at Warren House, and I'm just putting this in, then I'm going to go forward and try to get the other in. Warren House, I lived at, apartments, and that's as in the Warren Commission that covered up the Kennedy assassination. Kennedy helped kidnap me. You might as well say they killed me. He helped kidnap me, and I'm not sure that he didn't help deliver me right to Cortland Air Base into the hands of Lina Dempsey, who lived in Moulton, Alabama, pigsty a few miles away. Now I want to get to this. The DA office role played the Watergate tapes, the gap, 18-minute gap in the Watergate tapes. Now I want to tell you what Henry Kissinger, who was part of Nixon, he was a Secretary of the Army, Secretary of the State. He was part of the Watergate fiasco. Now then, this man who quoted when he was shaking hands with I'm not going to call her princess, she's not, Diane Spencer, when she was giving away money, gowns, and clothes that I paid for. They're living off of, Elizabeth and all of them are illegal, living off of my hell and money. She was shaking hands, and I had that article, and I've lost it or it's been taken. But she was shaking hands with Henry Kissinger, and he was saying to her that he thought she should be queen. How about this? And he also said, and I quote his words, money, this is in the morning and I was up, money, anyway, that his aphrodisiac was money and power that give him control. Okay? So that tells you what kind of man he is, a psychopath. So now I want to go into what happened to me. And this was about the time of, well, it was Watergate tapes. Um, I was drugged, but I knew what was going on. I couldn't move, but could hear them, and I knew plainly what was going on. I was taken from the North Side area, where the North Side Hospital, and where I actually worked for Forsyth and Kuchar doctors there, in that at North Side. Now I was drugged and taken across to College Park, and that's across Atlanta, and that's a suburb, and that's where the trolley cars and the tracks all met. So that's easy to go back and find. They were still there in 1982. The clinic I'm talking about was a little white clinic. I was taken there, and it was still there in 82. I was taken there, drugged through the front door to the back, and they put me on a table, and there was a doctor in his outfit and everything, and I could see across out of my eye that there were about 6 others. There were about 4 men and 2 women, I believe, supposed to be doctors and nurses. They were sitting there to take me out or standing there. The doctor behind me was waiting on a phone call, and if it didn't come through, they were going to lobotomize me. And the doctor that was standing over me is the one that a gag order is on in Atlanta, and he was there. He's the one that drugged me and put me in their hands to do it. Okay, the phone call came through because Great Britain followed through with the threat and paid ransom. Okay, on the other end was Henry Kissinger.